Nope, that's it. Cut the music. Cut the music. Cut the music.
Okay.
Cut the music.
I'm bringing
you know what's going on? You know what's going on?
What's up?
I have beef. I have internet beef, so you know it's a real beef.
Oh, you have internet beef?
Yeah, I have internet beef with the
Watch out, Mr. Tough Guy. You've got internet beef.
Hey, fuck off. I'm mad. I also got a soft heart right now.
Who do you got internet beef with?
I got internet beef with this person named Grimmery from Reddit, from the Cool Games Inc. Reddit. You know why?
Oh, shit.
Because they said I had half a face.
I mean, they're right. They're super right.
No, I only have...
I had to listen to the podcast because I was editing it. You only have half a face.
I now have...
You're on some real Harvey Dent shit right now.
No. I have a quarter. I have 2/3 of a face now.
Okay.
You know? Also, 1 second.
How much of your AM PM Big Gulp did you drink already?
2/3 of it.
Oh my... I got the nastiest smell from that burp. Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
What, did you eat like 4 beef sticks? What the fuck?
I had a pocket. Okay, so okay. I need to settle my beef with Grimmery. So Grimmery, this one goes out to you. You know what I'm talking about. The Office, the game, Office, the Office game, the game, the Office game. That one goes out to you. I can say that one without tripping up. That one's... Screw off, man!
Did you have a stroke in the middle of that? What the fuck?
Hey, I would practice that like a bunch of times.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing vocal warm-ups when I showed up here when you were just saying that over and over and over.
No, I was having a minor stroke. My Bell's palsy spread. But in all seriousness, though, I got a really, really sweet shout-out from Grimmery, post that conversation. And it just was really, really awesome. And I just wanted to say thank you for that. Because, I wasn't expecting to get really, really feelsy right after somebody said I have half a face.
Yeah, no, that whole comment chain was an absolute ride. Because, he came in and, made fun of you, which I thought was the coolest and funniest thing ever. Everybody, if you're listening to this, you should make fun of Blake.
Don't know. I mean,
Don't make fun of him. 2, I saw you say... This is fucked up. And I thought you were, livid about it. And I was like, oh god, Blake's gonna fucking tear into this Reddit thing. And then
No, you missed out. I said it twice. I said, this is fucked up. And then I waited 5 minutes. I'm like, this is clever, but fucked up.
And then Grimmery wrote the really, really nice comment about us.
Before Grimmery sent me that, though, I did text AJ and said, dude, I got the opener for this next show. I'm going to tear into this asshole. And then, but joking, you know? I'm sure that, I don't know, they're probably joking.
They're probably joking.
I like to think they are. Because they said just something really human and really, really sweet afterward.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't really want to make fun of your busted face.
AJ likes to make fun of my busted face.
I do that so much. It's my new pastime. Now, as you guys have certainly guessed by now, this is, of course, Spiritual Successor, a video game design podcast inspired by Polygon's Cool Games, Inc. I'm your host, AJ Hart.
And I am your other host, Blake Rea. We take your lovely submissions from both Reddit, Twitter, and email and turn them into the next AAA video games.
Yeah, because we don't only make fun of Blake on Reddit. On the Cool Games Inc. Reddit page.
That would be a really boring podcast really fast, wouldn't it?
Not if I was in charge of that Reddit. Man, we could go in there for a long time. But most of the time, we get video game submissions on there.
Hey, I mean...
In fact, Blake's going to read me one right now.
No, I'm gonna make fun of AJ real quick.
Good luck.
AJ has a body pillow that he keeps in his closet because he doesn't want his girlfriend to see it.
Hey. Fuck you.
A buddy of mine and I bought him a body pillow one year, and to keep it, because it's kind of a naughty pillow.
Don't you fucking say who it is. That's getting deleted. That was just censored. That was just a boop.
Okay, I won't say who it is, but it's kind of a naughty pillow, and because you see Tobbies. You do see Tobbies on it. AJ put his hoodie on it, so it always has a jacket on. They looked so cold with their Tobbies out, so I took it. What the fuck do you mean they look cold? They looked cold, so I took a sweater that I had. Cover your mouth while you laugh, so I can keep doing this fucking podcast. Oh God, you've killed me. Oh, I got spit everywhere. Disgusting. AJ, I'm going to read you a submission.
Wait, can I explain why I put a sweater on the anime body
Nope,
pillow?
that's the sequel for next episode. Which leads me into a really good submission. This comes...
Go on. From the Reddit.
This comes from Reddit, from Whale Milk. Kawaii 50. Which
Okay.
I think is an amazing, amazing game. You know why?
Why is that? What is Kawaii 5-0? Is it like Kawaii 5-0?
Kawaii 50 is, they said, I have no clue where you could go with this, but I just like the title. My initial reaction was like, okay, I want to do a buddy cop movie. Okay. Where it's just... I'm really burping.
What the fuck, dude? You can't just chug that's a 42 ounce worth of this Dr. Pepper?
This is yeah. This is just like the episode where you had to put oven mitts on me.
You drink like half of the 42 ounce thing and you keep burping the stank at me.
Man, we are not doing video game design stuff this episode.
No, you're just trying to fucking kill me with your stank breath.
Okay.
Tell me about Kawaii 5-0.
We had a bunch of additional things added to the comments. One person said, Valdbrick said, obviously the plot features two detectives. One is a by-the-book officer with no experience or knowledge of anime. The other is a not-so-closet weeb who police and solve crimes taking place at anime conventions. Okay. This sounds a lot like Anime Crimes Division.
That does sound like Anime Crimes Division.
Great web series, but... there's one addition that I think will be amazing. So this is from Stars D2299 Counterpoint. One is a by-the-book officer. The other is a body pillow that has suddenly come to life to help him solve crimes.
And the body pillow has a jacket on it because it's cold all the time.
Yes. Okay. But it's a police duster.
So, yeah, it's like a police jacket. And it has a hat too. Did you ever play Mafia?
Oh, yeah.
The old-timey... It was like a Grand Theft Auto clone, but it was taking place, like, before Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, like in the 1930s, like,
around I want something like that with that level of, like, gripping story and, like, big set pieces throughout the game. Uh-huh. But you do have an anime body pillow with you the entire time. Uh-huh. It is set in Miami, 50 Miami. Mm-hmm. It is probably in the same universe. Mm-hmm. And I think that the body pillow... This is the important part. Mm-hmm. Who is the body pillow of?
Okay, I think...
Is it Hatsune Miku?
I think if we're doing... Okay, say this takes place in the 1980s, because true...
Body pillows were hot then.
I don't think body pillows existed, but whatever, they exist for our canon. I don't know, fact check me on that.
No, we're in a new timeline.
It takes place in Miami in the 1980s. Okay. So, like, everybody's wearing the white suits with the pink deep V shirts and stuff like that. Okay. And then we have, what's the name of that one famous 1980s anime girl, the alien that had, like, the little horns and, like, the yellow and black bumblebee sort of bathing suit? Green hair.
Oh, shit. I know who you're talking about. It's like...
She's, like, the poster girl for Vaporwave and, like...
Hold on, if I look up...
Actually, no, she's also the poster girl for, like, Homework and Chill, like, 10-hour playlist.
If I look up 80s anime girl, will it come up?
That's a good point.
Great fucking news.
It does?
No.
Oh, well.
Of course it does not.
Okay, either way, like, it doesn't... it doesn't matter. So, basically, it's just a guy running around, open world, having to carry this body pillow around, or this... Actually, does the body pillow move on its own? Is this a... Oh, AJ.
I got the name. It's called Yurusai Yatsura, and this is the girl you're thinking of.
Yeah, she's so pretty.
She's really cute.
She's an alien.
Nice.
Yeah, aliens are cool. So it's strictly a 2-player game, so it can only be played with 2 people. One person plays as the body pillow, the other person plays as the cop. And it plays like Fear 3. Okay. Where, like, they each have different abilities.
So, as the anime body pillow, you can possess other people. And by possess, it's just that, like, an enemy will hold you the whole time.
Oh, my God.
And they have a gun in one hand and the body pillow in the other, which is you.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what would be kind of cool? It's a versus game. One person's playing the detective. One person's playing a supernatural body pillow.
And it's real time in the world.
Yeah.
The real time body pillow is, like has a whole Grand Theft Auto sized map that they can run around and do crimes in, and they can fast travel. Yep. But the police officer can't fast travel, and he has to hunt down the criminal
responding to calls like they're robbing a bank right now, and he has to respond to that call in real time.
And he has to get there and bust the anime body pillow.
Yeah. All right, you pitch me a game because that one's fun.
This is very good.
We'll sit on it.
I've got Hold on, I gotta close my Wikipedia articles.
Oh, that
burp sounded horrible.
That was really... I'm sorry.
You're the worst podcast.
That was gross. That didn't taste good.
I'm so glad that you finally had to be at the business end of one of your gross burps.
Dude, my Bell's palsy is healing, but my gastral infection is on the rise.
I got a submission from the Twitter. This comes from user Pink Lloyd at Lloyd Eves.
Okay.
Lloyd suggests a tactical turn-based squad game called XCOM. In the search for love, you and your friends must brave an alliance of your collective X's.
What?
So in XCOM, you get to build like you're all your friends, right?
Yeah,
and you're like, I'm gonna make a little military Blake, a little military AJ.
Yeah. I remember when you were playing it for a while.
Imagine if instead we had to make fun of our exes. I'm sorry, we had to make our exes in the game and definitely not spend the next 15 minutes making fun of our previous exes. You know what? I don't want to do this now. I have a different video game submission.
What? You want to talk about our bad exes?
No.
Are you afraid they listen to this podcast?
Oh, I know my exes do not listen to this podcast. I got a submission from Pink Lloyd again. Whoa, that's crazy. Pink Lloyd suggests, the Supreme Court hears the case of Marvel vs. Capcom.
I fucking adore this. Because this is immediately like Phoenix Wright-y to me. So imagine they have to enlist the help of Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright was part of the case of Marvel vs. Capcom. He was in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or 3 or whatever.
What? Really?
Yeah, he was like a bonus character when they released like the Ultimate Edition.
No fucking way.
Yeah, he would shoot lasers. Like, he would run around and like he had a mechanic where you could pick up clues. And if you picked up 3 clues, he just shot a bunch of lasers.
Was this before or after Fat Mega Man?
Fat Mega Man was in Street Fighter vs. Tekken.
Oh, wow. Man, they really did that guy dirty.
They did Mega Man very dirty.
You know who they did more dirty? Proto Man, because Proto Man hasn't been given a good franchise game in forever. Proto Man?
Ever.
You can play him in Mega Man 2 and you can play him in
Yeah,
Mega Man 9.
but that's not a franchise game for him.
You know what? It's a franchise
I'm not here to talk about Proto Man getting cucked. We're here to talk about Fat Mega Man. Wait, that's not right.
Okay.
So I think that this is, maybe it does use the Phoenix Wright game system.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like...
Phoenix Wright represents Capcom.
Yeah.
Who represents Marvel. Who is a lawyer in...
Daredevil.
Daredevil?
Yeah, Daredevil's a lawyer.
Oh shit, you're totally right. He is a Daredevil. Oh my god.
So maybe it's Phoenix Wright versus Daredevil in a lawyer game.
Okay.
By day. Mm-hmm. And then by night, it's just Daredevil kicking the piss out of Phoenix Wright.
Okay. Hey, AJ?
Yeah.
I have the best game here for you. Because we like doing those games where it's one game for a minute and then it's another game for a little while. Yeah. So during the day, they are in a heated court battle and they have to do, like, present evidence and other various things, and it's that kind of memory game.
Yeah.
By night, it becomes a brawler. The courtroom closes. All of the jury has left, but there's a spotlight in front of the judge's table, and now Capcom versus Marvel need to fight one another in front of a judge, because he has to decide who the winner is.
There's no health bars. It's just like there's an actual judge that gets to decide who won the fight.
Yeah. You can have like a friend be the judge.
No, it has to be an unbiased third party.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah. It's a judge. Yeah.
Now, is this a real fight, or is it just Phoenix Wright and Daredevil being put into the ring with each other?
No, it's
because
other
one of them's going to...
It's other Capcom players, Capcom and Marvel.
Okay.
So, like, as the courtroom...
Okay, so by day, Phoenix Wright versus Daredevil only.
Yeah.
By night, then whatever the case actually is between whatever 2 fighters, then they fight.
It becomes courtroom fight night.
Hell yeah.
I'm into that. Okay. I want to sit on that. Let me present you a game.
Okay. All right.
So this is another one from Squid Pope on the Cool Games Inc. Reddit. Love that person. They give us a submission like every week.
Every time. Squid Pope's been out here the whole time.
Yeah, I had a great interaction with them on Reddit the other day too. It was just really, really sweet. Nintendogs, but for kaiju.
Okay, so you got your Gamora, and you got your Godzilla, and... You got to make sure that the Godzilla doesn't leave a poopy outside, or he takes a pee-pee inside the house because he's very big.
There's one addition I want to talk about from the comments that I really, really liked because it kind of set the mood. This comes from Captain Owl, Stylish Goblin Boy.
Okay.
That's
such a good name.
Yeah, right. Your Gamera is very grumpy. Feed him children to advance his munchometer, or else he will crush our capital under his mighty rocket turtle fist.
You stupid idiot. Gamera fights for the children. It's part of his whole lore.
What?
Gamera has deep lore where his whole thing is that he fights for the children.
I never knew this.
Oh, you didn't know?
This is so bizarre.
It is Gamera that I'm thinking of that fights for the kids, right?
I don't know.
Is that the fat turtle?
Yes.
No, not Gamora. I looked up Gamora and it pulled up the green girl from Guardians of the Galaxy. Gamora monster.
Gamera monster.
Yeah, Gamera's the fat turtle that fights for the children.
Dude, good thing that turned out that you were right, because you just insulted some random person.
You think, hey, what was his name again?
What was their name again?
Yeah.
It was Owl Boy.
Hey, Owl Boy?
Or Captain Owl.
Hey, Captain Owl, thank you so much for your submission.
Oh, you're
Don't ever imply that any kaiju would ever eat a kid, because no, Gamora won't.
I mean, like, I
Godzilla will eat many children, though.
Also,
Godzilla can't get enough of those little snacks.
Also, Ghidorah would eat a lot of children.
He'd eat 3 times as many kids as Godzilla.
Okay. Enough about shooting the shit on kaiju. Let's talk about taking care of kaiju. What do we need to do?
Don't feed Gamera kids.
Don't feed Gamera. Okay, don't feed
Godzilla lots of kids.
No, Godzilla
feed Ghidorah 3 times as many kids.
Godzilla loves fish, though. You need to keep track of their food supply. So, like, sometimes some kaiju love to eat people.
Yeah.
So you gotta, like, I don't know, take them from prisons or adoption homes or something.
Yeah, some sort of resource.
Oh my god.
You're the one that said eating kids or orphans. I was just taking normal kids. Well, shit. I hate that word choice. But that's the choice of the words that I went with.
Okay. You could do, is it like, you know, like when we made our Pokemon thing where you kind of had to manage like the area that they all hung out in?
So I think that it's Nintendogs, right? So you don't get to control the zone that they're in. The zone that they're in is the zone that they're in.
Did you ever play Nintendogs? I do not have a whole lot of.
Of course I played Nintendogs. So the most things that you do in Nintendogs is you can take your monsters out for play times. You can take them out and like run courses and have them catch frisbees. You can take them out on walks. You have to take them out on walks, otherwise they'll take dookies inside your house.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can find gifts and you can give your dogs little hats, which is unrealistic because I've tried to put a lot of hats on real life dogs and they always fall off.
I don't think you're trying hard enough.
But I love the idea of taking Mothra, putting a Mario hat on him. That's good shit, right?
It's adorable.
And then maybe we put Mothra in a Mario hat and Godzilla in a Luigi hat because he's taller than Mothra.
That's adorable, actually.
And then you take them out for walks, which is really just them rampaging through a cityscape, and you cheer for them the whole time, and you go, "Yeah, way to go!"
Oh, here's this. Just so it kind of creates a level of a goal. Depending on how well you take care of your kaiju in their play place, depends on how well or how good they smashed the city.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, if you made sure you fed them well, petted them well, or fed them the right thing, or, you know, like Ghidorah is going to want children, not fish. Mothra's going to want... I don't think I've ever seen Mothra eat anything.
You winged it up. Ghidorah would never eat a kid.
Ghidorah?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of Gamera. I fucked up.
Yeah, it's a turtle.
Sorry, I'm going to edit out the part where I fucked up right here.
Well,
continue.
AJ edited out the part where he fucked up. I just wanted to remind the audience that he did, in fact, fuck up.
Yeah, because I left that part in, but I removed the part where I fucked up. I like the idea that you take them out to go rampage the city, and maybe when you take them out to rampage in the city, that's where, like, you can earn all the fun hats. Like, they break a building, and then, what? A box with a hat is inside there. I'm
imagining it's like a time thing. So it's like they have this they only have enough energy to do this.
Yeah.
So it's like...
You have to map out the path, and then they just run the path. It's not a very difficult game.
That sounds fun, though. It sounds like a cool little kid game.
Yeah.
Like something you'd, like, hand to your kid on an iPad.
You have to make sure that your kid can take care of an animal, and the only way to check that is if they can destroy a whole city with Godzilla or not.
I'm into that.
I have another video game submission now.
All right, go ahead.
This comes from the Twitter. This comes from user Kyra the Spira. Kyra the Spira submits 1,000 monkeys on typewriters, and you need to prevent them from writing Hamlet. Bonus points if you get them to write other Shakespeare plays.
Hey, you want to describe the mechanics of that for me?
Yeah, so the mechanic is, I think that it starts off with just one monkey. And the monkey's going to start typing away letters at random.
Okay.
And you just have to come over and, like, if you see him put in the words Ham, Then you have to take that paper, rip it up, and throw it away.
Is this like the Cookie Factory games?
Like a cookie clicker game?
Yeah.
It's like a reverse cookie clicker game.
Okay.
So you upgrade, or you get the monkey the little thing, and like you're handling that really well. You rank up some points, and now you can put in a second monkey. Bad news now you got to make sure that both monkeys don't type the letters HAM.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do, then you got to get rid of it.
So is it basically?
But maybe you let it risk it a little bit, and you say, maybe you can get the whole word Hamlet.
Mm-hmm.
But if you write another name from this play, I lose, and then I have to start from one monkey again.
Oh, so it's like it's just trying to juggle as many monkeys as you can while it continues to grow?
Yeah, while hunting down and making sure that they're not writing Hamlet.
Interesting. So it's like...
It's like the world's worst I Spy.
Because you're just looking for one specific
Because you're just
thing.
reading.
Yeah, it sounds like you're doing a lot of the same thing for a long time.
Well, at first it's just a little bit of the same thing over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, it will be a lot when there's 1,000 monkeys and 1,000...
How about this? You turn it from an extremely easy and kind of repetitive game to the hardest fucking game of all time.
Oh, and it just starts with 1,000 monkeys.
No. It starts with one monkey.
Okay.
They write a word, or they write a story or something like that. Actually, let's keep to one word because that'll be more manageable.
Yeah.
That is the word that they publish. That singular word can never be used again. Now you have two monkeys that come up with their own word, and you have to make sure none of them wrote the same word from previously. Then it keeps growing and growing and growing and growing.
But how do you make sure that they're going to end up writing other Shakespeare plays?
I don't know.
Oh, you didn't think that far?
No, I didn't think that. I'm just trying to make it harder.
Well, I think we make it harder by letting it start off with 1,000,000 monkeys.
Oh.
1,000 monkeys.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Although maybe 1,000,000 monkeys will make it harder.
It makes it impossible.
Hadn't considered that part
you didn't
because
think that
I'm not a quitter. So you start off with 1,000,000 monkeys. And all these monkeys just clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Shit, how do you stop a monkey once it starts writing?
I think you just gotta, bonk it on the head or something.
Okay.
Yeah, so you go...
So maybe it's a VR game and you just get to go around and every time you see a monkey, and if it gets like 2 or 3 stanzas in and you start to recognize it as Hamlet...
You gotta run over to it and bonk it on the head.
Yeah, and it'd be really easy for me to recognize that it's typing up Hamlet because I have an encyclopedic knowledge and I know all the words from Hamlet.
Or it could be that they just have a little indicator above their head that they're thinking of Shakespeare.
There's a little Shakespeare notification. Yeah. And then you have to come over and watch and you say, which Shakespeare play is it, monkey?
It's a bunch of cubicles, and you have to run from cubicle to cubicle, making sure they're not writing Hamlet.
Hey, what do you got over there, monkey?
Hamlet.
Oh, Much Ado About Nothing? That's totally fine. You can keep on writing Much Ado About Nothing.
Is that the only other Shakespeare thing you know?
No, I also know Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, I bite my thumb at you.
Yeah.
AJ knows this whole thing verbatim.
No.
You did. You. There was one time where you I said I bite my thumb at you, and I had no. I was very, very loose.
Oh yeah. Well, I do know a lot of it. Yeah.
AJ famously loves the.
I love that you just keep on dropping the word famously if you know any a little fact about me.
Yeah, because you're famous to me, bro. Bro. No, fucking, what's that one with,
Leonardo DiCaprio. It was directed by the same guy that did The Moulin Rouge and The Great Gatsby.
Sam Raimi? No, it's not.
No, Sam Raimi did Spider-Man.
You're so right. I'm a fool.
Don't you dare talk to me about movies. Talk to me about video games. What do you got?
Okay. This one's gonna get real meta. Okay. This comes to us from Grimmery, actually.
Okay.
Podcast Tycoon. Manage your ad breaks for Blue Apron and Casper mattresses and avoid 1-star Apple reviews. So there was that one video game that came out a while ago, YouTube Celebrity Simulator.
The PewDiePie game.
So we do a game where it's a podcast system, and we just try and get as meta with it as possible.
Like, we don't have that kind of experience yet.
That's why I think we're perfect for this game. We should make a game that we
okay.
know. AJ, do you think we know how to make any of the games we've pitched this far?
No.
No.
I was planning on outsourcing all of these.
Yeah, that's why none of them have been made.
Well, not yet. I'm still working on the pitch documents.
Sort of. It's like a have you ever played the YouTube simulator?
Yeah. I'm trying to think about how I would gamify the podcast experience that I have now, because right now it's just like I sit in front of a microphone, I record, and then I spend 3 hours editing it, and then I put it up online. And then I pray a lot.
I think what you should be doing is you are a podcast network managing all of the different podcasts that are going on under it. So you have to like go and look online and see if there's any people making a podcast already that's doing certain things. And you have to like get them into your podcast network to make the most money possible.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So then you can like have fake meetings with them being like, hey, and you can like go from a bunch of like little word bubbles of like, be funnier. Say this, say that.
And that's all like managing and leading is just telling people, be funnier, be more charismatic,
AJ,
be better.
AJ, you and I have done countless contract work. How many times have we been given the note, hey, make it more cinematic. Hey, make it more cinematography-y. I've been given that note a million times.
Can you just make it look more action-y?
Can you make it look more... like more film? Like it looked like it was shot on film?
Can you make this look like it was shot on film, please? I got a video game submission for you because I have the nug if you're ready for it. Unless you want to lightning round some.
Here, lightning round one that you got and then show me your supposed nug.
Monster Hunter, but you have to use the parts to build a home, farm, and eventually an urban city. So you go into Monster Hunter and you fight the big monsters, and it's like, I just killed 2 Rathalos, and they've got a lot of teeth in there. Mm-hmm. And so you can make like a nice little sword, nice knife, and then you keep going, and then maybe you fight like Zora Magdaros, which is just a mountain. And mm-hmm. then what's this? Oh, you got so much stone and gravel. Now you can make a whole road system. Mm-hmm. And it's just like the Monster Hunter grinding system where you go out and you fight a big monster, and then you come back and you get to build more and more of your town.
So oh, God, I love that, actually.
Think about all of the joy that you can get out of Animal Crossing, mm-hmm. but with a really in-depth fighting system. I think there's a Zumba class happening next door.
Probably.
It's either that or like the church is going nuts.
Okay, I think that's a wonderful idea. You know why?
Why?
Because like my favorite part of playing Dungeons and Dragons is like seeing all of like the locations that are based around just fallen giants.
Yeah.
So it's like imagine making a whole city of just like it's rib cages that are buildings, or you also like hang their skin as flags and like tents and shit like that.
Yeah. I got another lightning round one. We're gonna burn through a couple of these.
Okay.
Tony Hawk's Breath of the Wild. This comes from user submission at HorseGun Inc. on Twitter. Thank you, HorseGun Inc. It's been a while, bud.
I'm just picturing Breath of the Wild with the Tony Hawk the Tony Hawk Underground soundtrack.
Yeah, it's just It's Breath of the Wild with a good soundtrack, which is, first of all, the one thing that it needed.
What?
There's such few music in Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I've never played a Zelda game, so
that's okay.
I love the motorcycle that he has, though.
Yeah, don't have that. We do have a skateboard in this one, though.
I also know that the internet loves the time that he dressed up as a lady in Breath of the Wild.
It was a nice dress.
It was a good dress.
I got another submission.
Also people got thirsty for Fishman.
Oh, hell yeah. That Fishman is hunky, though. You've seen images of him. Yeah. He's like 1,000,000 feet tall and ripped.
What's your next pitch?
This comes from Twitter again. This is at user Pink Floyd, and I believe I saw this on the Reddit as well. A Tai Chi Pilates-based fighting game. Every move takes 3 whole seconds to wind up. Every fighter is either elderly or super chill. You never played the Naruto fighting games, did you?
Oh, no, I loved them. Like Ninja Storm and stuff?
Did you get to Ninja Storm 3 at the very end when you're playing as Naruto and Sasuke for like the final fight?
I might have. It was back in middle school, so I don't remember, but I remember playing those games.
There was a whole thing in the last game where like Naruto and Sasuke were fighting, and the animations, because they were all tuckered out, were changed. So when you were like moving, they were like wobbling and hobbled towards each other, and then you hit the attack button, and then they'd give like one really big swing really slow, and then they'd miss and they'd fall over. And so I think that this is just a whole game around that really, really slow fighting system.
Okay.
And I think that like it is like every action takes so goddamn long.
The whole soundtrack is just the Wii Sports menu theme.
I was thinking that, or something like really, really emotional, and like the Guts' theme from the old Berserk anime.
Oh my god!
Like just something like really heavy.
Yeah, just like symphonic voices the whole fucking time.
And you're going in for these deep hits. And I like the submission of the either very elderly or super chill. Mm. So the character classes are either dude who vapes 24/7, and you probably just call him Stony. Mm-hmm. And like
it's a white person,
your
that
grandma
has
in a wheelchair that can only punch up. She's just big uppercuts the whole time.
It's the grandma from Coco.
Yeah,
basically.
The 2 characters at launch are Stony, the cool vaporwave vape guy,
Hey, Vaporwave's cool, dog.
the Coco Grandma.
Coco Grandma. You got another lightning round one?
I think I might have another one on the Reddit. This comes from user Chickenhead on the Cool Games Inc. Reddit. Battletoads.
I don't know what you want me to do with that one.
So you got your Battletoads. I don't know how familiar you are with the original
with
Battle.
Chodes, I'm not too familiar with Chodes.
Oh, you don't know about Chodes?
No, I don't know about Chodes.
That's okay. I can teach you about Chodes later. So I don't know how much you know about Battletoads.
Excuse me?
What?
What?
So Battletoads has these 3 characters that you might know the names of.
I've never played Battletoads, believe it or not.
That's okay. No one literally ever has, and they're going to give us another chance to never play a Battletoads game because Microsoft has one on the way, and literally no one's going to play it. So the Battletoads characters, they have exciting names like...
Are we just going to try and take their names and then implement the word chode into it?
They got names like Rash, Zitz, and Pimple.
Pimple chode, rash chode.
A rash on your chode, a zit on your chode, or a pimple on your chode.
Hey, can you say that 3 times as fast? Because you have
rash on your toad, zits on your toad, pimple on your toad. Hey, wait, aren't zits
You're saying toad, not chode.
Shit.
Yeah, dude. Who's the one with half a face?
Hey, what's the difference between a zit and a pimple?
I think it's the same name for the same thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Wow, Battletoads is like... I'm sure a lot of people that are older
Super
than us
90s.
like really enjoy it, but like...
I mean, like, yeah, because they only had 3 games to play a year. They had to like it, whether they liked it or not. You know?
Battletoads absolutely was done existing by the time I was born.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an old. It was
introduced
90s,
1991.
Right? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Battletoads. That's all I got for that one. Do you have one for the lightning round? Because I can keep going.
I got one from.
Or are you ready for the nug?
I'm going to pitch you one from the email, and then I want you to pitch me what you think is the nug.
Okay.
So this one comes to us from Lewis Addison. Again, I believe they emailed us a couple weeks back as well.
Okay.
They also sent us a really, really sweet message on email. Thank you for the kind words, and we love you. Title of it is Hitman, but Wrestling. You play as John Cena and are tasked with taking down other wrestling superstars. However, they have to go down in one strong move because you are not in a wrestling ring. You are at some nice event like a soiree or a bar mitzvah, and a prolonged fight would ruin it. This is still in a world where John Cena is wildly known, so there could be mechanics of Cena disguising himself.
Okay, this is so cool. I don't know how much you know about professional wrestling, but there's this whole thing sometimes...
We did an episode on it last week.
Oh, that's true. But like sometimes they'll do this whole thing where like they'll like show clips of like stuff that's happening backstage.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like, it could just be John Cena at a bar mitzvah just fucking like doing a Batista bomb.
That's the highlight that they show before the wrestling begins.
Yeah. And so, like, maybe that's what this game is. It's like,
okay.
You were playing John Cena, and you know that, like, whatever you're going to do is going to be, like, the pre-roll for the fight that's going to go on. Or, like, you are filling in all of the story beats that make up what happens in the ring.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome. Okay, there's this game. Have you ever heard of President Guard Simulator?
No.
You basically have to protect... It's like you are a security guard that's all physics based, so like you're ragdolly, and you have to protect the president from getting assassinated. So you like are jumping in front of bullets that bounce off of you.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can dive in slow motion. There's like cartoonily sized bombs. One thing I have to note, it is modeled after President Trump, but you know what they call him in the game? President Rump. It's a low-hanging fruit, but it's a good one.
It's a good one. It lands every time.
So I propose that it's like you have one shot to take this person down in the coolest way possible.
Uh-huh.
So like you can, you know, like you have to do the prepping of like Assassin's Creed where you follow somebody throughout like an area, but then you have to choose the way you want to poison them and like, the way that you want to defeat them.
Yeah.
So like John Cena's at a house party, right? He's like, oh, turns out at this point in time, he's going to be giving a speech right underneath the third balcony, yo!
Oh, shit, and you can go off the balcony onto him.
And suplex him.
Or like just elbow drop him from the balcony.
Yeah. And it always goes slow-mo, and then the next thing you see is all of the Instagram pictures. So you get to see, you judge your effectiveness on the Instagram or Twitter feed that is presented from the event.
And I think that when you play this game... Just because, like, we're going to need marketing on top of it, I think that when you play this game, when you finish the level, whether you want it or not, it's uploaded to your Instagram.
You had to play our game. You need to sign into your Instagram.
You have to sign into.
We totally promise not to, DOS you or anything like that.
Well, people will do that. Do you know how much shit I have to sign into, just to play games? Like, I want to play Dragon Age. Sign into the BioWare account. I want to play Doom. Sign into our Doom Bethesda account.
Bullshit I have to start doing?
What?
So I'm playing, side note, kiddos. So basically, Nintendo Switch allows you to play the first 3 Doom games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I was like, I bought them for $5. I'm like, oh yeah, I get to play this old style retro arcade game. It's gonna be super fun. Like,
psych.
No, you have to create a Bethesda account to play Doom.
Yeah,
like the first fucking Doom
on top of your Nintendo account.
Yeah, and I'm like, it took me an extra half an hour to just go onto my phone and be like,
yeah. So all I'm saying is, if we make a WWE wrestling game where you go backstage destroying people, and we tell them, oh, you've got to sign up for this, we're just gonna get into their Instagrams.
AJ. Okay, we make the best brand game ever.
Okay.
So each level is done by a different developer. And to access each level, you need to sign into their exclusive thing. So you have EA make a level. You have to sign into EA's account.
Ubisoft makes a level. You have to sign into the Ubisoft thing, which is different than the EA thing.
But you also need to sign. It doesn't keep you logged in, so anytime you want to replay a level, you have to remember your login information and log in.
Nintendo made a level over here. You got to use the Nintendo login. We noticed that you keep using the same password for all of your things. That's not safe. Make sure that you have 18 symbols, an apostrophe. And I'm so sick of things, by the way, telling me that I need to update my password. And it's like, put a symbol in it this time.
AJ. So the marketplace is all curated from all these different developers.
Uh-huh.
But to buy developer-specific things, you need to log into your account and also give them payment information. It doesn't blanket payment information. So you need to send up an account to just play the game, and then you need to set up another payment account to just pay for
yeah, because the first time you can pay for the DLC, you can just use your debit card. But after that, you're going to need to set up the PayPal.
Yeah.
And after that, you're going to need to Venmo Nintendo for the Nintendo DLC. And you're going to need to make sure that you have the Nintendo Pass before you get that. We have a cutscene that was developed by Netflix in Netflix House.
Oh shit!
So you're gonna have to log into your Netflix account for that.
Okay, cool.
We'll have a good ending built into this where John Cena plays Jon Snow. And it's a good ending to Game of Thrones.
No.
Wait, I'm on a roll.
No, I'm on a roll. It's a costume-themed party. So you have... So no. Stay with me. Every single person that's dressed up there, we have to get the copyright information from.
Yes.
So you have to buy an account related to that thing. So, say there's a bunch of Disney characters. Guess what? You're buying a Disney Plus account now. Or,
And I think that this game works... I mean, every level is going to be very different than each other, but at its core, it's going to play like a Hitman, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, you just figure out how to take down this
Octodad system.
Yeah, take them down in one
really dramatic
way.
moment.
Yeah,
you have to make sure that all of the eyes will be where your sweet move is at.
That's interesting. So you have to also direct attention.
Yeah, there's a semi-stealth mechanic because you need to make sure that they don't notice you because you are real world John Cena. Do.
There should be a level where it's a costume-themed party.
And everyone's dressed as John Cena? We've been doing the podcast too long. I know your jokes before you make them.
Just talking around. But it's just it's like that Shia LaBeouf music video where they all have paper mache Shia LaBeouf heads. It's that, but just John Cena heads.
Shit, this might be the nug, actually, now that I think about it.
You want to put a pin in it?
Put a pin in this, and I want to give you my nug contender.
Okay.
This comes from Twitter at Nina... Twitter user Nina Bennett at Friggy94. Rave Area 51. The first half of the game is to sneak into Area 51 with a ton of party supplies without getting caught. The second half is to throw the most out-of-this-world rave while entertaining the aliens while also not alerting the guards.
I love this. You ever play this one game called it's like Killer Party or Night Party? Okay, so an old girlfriend I had used to play it all the time. So what it was is you would be going to various house parties or raves, but you had to kill everybody at the party without being caught or the police being called.
Okay.
So it could be like that where you have to manage this.
Kind of a grisly game.
It's a really fucking dark game. It was really, really dark, but it was 8-bit, so it was cool.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, super cool. Love it.
I haven't played it. It's a little too dark for me.
Said it was your ex, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just saying there's a reason.
Continue.
So it's like a party manager game where you have to manage the aliens, but keeping off all the Area 51 guards.
Yeah, but that's the second half of the game.
Uh-huh.
The first half of the game, you're using all of the stealth mechanics to bring all of your cool party shit into Area 51.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Lots of cool stealth mechanic, lots of like sneakies, and like I definitely think there's like a risk reward system where like you can lose parts of all of your party gear, and that would make the second half of the game more difficult.
So it'd be like it's like you have to weigh how much stuff. It could be like in a weird way, kind of Oregon Trail-y.
Yeah.
Where you kind of have to figure out what you want to bring on your journey to Area 51. And depending, you can like bring a good amount of stuff, but the likelihood of you being caught because you're dragging more attention to yourself
is a lot higher.
It's a lot higher. But you can also only take a certain amount of trips. But you also might not know like what you'll lose along the way. It's like, oh, you accidentally ran into a guard because, oh, there's an amazing mechanic in, actually, no, that isn't in Oregon Trail. But like you can choose... Like, say, in this game, you can choose at what time of day you want to leave.
Yeah.
And depending on what time you leave, you'll be dealing with different obstacles that you aren't aware of.
I definitely think there's a lot of mechanics like that. Like, you can also, like, recruit other people that have shown up at Area 51. So, like, there's, like, a small chance that you might run into a social media influencer. There's a small chance that you might run into just some absolute cokehead.
Dude, if you, like, oh, my God. Also, depending on who you enlist in your team could
it will affect the mission.
Like, turns out, like, the cokehead might actually be better as a help versus the YouTuber, because the YouTuber might be posting a vlog of you sneaking in and alerting the guards.
The cokehead is sneakier, but also way less helpful. The social media
carries
influencer,
a lot less.
Yeah, the social media influencer is trying to impress his followers, so he's going to carry so much shit, but he will be vlogging the whole time, so it is going to be more noticeable.
So you have to, if you enlist the vlogger on your team, you can only do it during the night because vloggers only release in the mornings.
Yeah. And then like... And so, like, there's this whole risk-reward party-building system at the beginning, as well as, like, the gear system of, like, deciding what stuff you want to bring.
Oh, shit, this is actually a really fun idea.
Yeah, I know. That's why I knew it was going to be the Nug.
I mean, like...
Although I'm really interested in our www. All the W's are all of the different World Wide Web accounts that you're going to have to open up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is very good. I do think I want to go back to the WWE
You think
game.
so? Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I like this game that we're working on right now because I believe there's a little bit more legs for like design.
Okay.
But the John Cena,
dude,
the anytime he takes out his guy, it goes into slow motion, and all you hear is the. Like
that plays at the
that's
end.
The end of every level.
Yeah. That's the end of every single level. When you get to, like, the kill, I think, or, like, the finishing move, like, the whole thing slows down.
Saying when
and
John
you hear
Cena finishes?
Yeah, when the John Cena finisher comes in, you, like, it does slow-mo while you start, like, making the move in, and then you hear the... And I don't know the words that go there. And there's, like... And then, like, the movement happens, and you watch it, like, 3 or 4 times with, like, a bunch of filters.
Okay.
Shit. That's the Nug.
That's the Nug.
That's the Nug.
So let's discuss... Okay, so we know we're going to get as many... It's going to be the most fun game to play, but it's going to be the hardest game to actually start up.
It's going to be the most difficult game to start playing, but then once you're in it, it's going to be the most enjoyable time. Because every level is going to feel so different. Because every level.
Did we just explain EA's whole game campaign?
We just explained Assassin's Creed. Yeah,
Battlefront 2 is really fun to play, but man, once you get past, you got to get past a lot of logins. Also, that hurts me bad because you know what? You know what game did that to me?
What?
Fucking Dead Space 3.
Dead Space 3 had to log into a bunch of stuff?
You had to fucking log in to play. How fucking dumb is that? Like, I wanted to play my good alien shooter where I got to wear cool animal fur spacesuits.
You can play, but first I need your email and password.
Fuck that.
And make sure it's something you'll remember.
Fuck that. Now we actually have legitimate internet beef.
Give me the password.
God, fuck that, dude. I don't know why games are doing that, but fuck that. Fuck, our game's gonna be cool and gonna do it right, though.
Yeah, because it's gonna be super obtrusive. And
it's going to be part of the experience.
We're going to have a little cutscene where at the beginning of every mission, John Cena opens up his laptop and he says, now I need to log into my Disney Plus account. And then you go into the Disney Plus account. So, like, you won't even notice when you're playing the game that you're being tricked into making all these accounts because it's going to be part of the game.
To access this level and copyrights, you must log into Hulu.
John Cena's going to go in and he's like, I need to think of a good disguise for the HBO party that I'm going to be going to. But in order to make sure...
browse the HBO catalog to see what's there.
I better log into my HBO Plus account. And then you as the player will log into the HBO account.
And then it comes into a really, really fun thing where you have, like, all of these... It becomes like a dress-up game where you have, like, every dress-up thing from every HBO show ever.
Yeah.
So you can have, like, Jon Snow's head.
HBO's going to go all fucking out for us on this because HBO's going to be so excited to have a partnership with John Cena.
Oh, holy shit.
Even if it's, like, through a third connection.
Oh, you know what? You know what level would be great?
The Nintendo level. I can't stop thinking about it.
No.
Who's in charge? Who are you?
Hold on. I'm going to pitch you the Nickelodeon level really quick. Okay. It's.
I didn't even know Nickelodeon had a service you could log into.
Did you know Nickelodeon actually had a movie about Fred and John Cena was his dad?
I'm sorry. It's 2019 and you're bringing up Fred.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not okay.
Does that take you back? You feel old yet? Because it makes me feel old.
That was a fever dream we all shared, right?
Of Fred or John Cena as Fred's dad?
Fred. John Cena as Fred's dad, I get. That was early in his acting career.
It was so funny, actually.
John Cena couldn't act back then.
But that's what... He wasn't playing anybody, though. He was playing John Cena. He just would walk up and be like, you can't see me? Or, like, he'd be in the fridge just hanging out.
Are you telling me that, like, the real John Cena or Fred canon is that Fred is canonically John Cena's son?
Yes.
That's in this game.
We bring back Fred.
We're bringing back Nickelodeon's Fred TV show.
It's like a sitcom. It's like a sitcom set.
Yeah, that level's a sitcom set, and you're trying to stop Fred's bully.
You're trying to stop Fred from uploading a new YouTube video because he's no longer relevant on the internet, and he can't have his son embarrassing himself. So you need to tackle the camera out of his hands.
Well, I think that here's the thing about this mission is because again, every level you're going to have a scoring system where you need to make sure that you're in the public eye. Mm-hmm. So I think that this level is really complicated because on one hand, you don't want Fred to upload a Fred video, but you do want him to upload a John Cena video.
Okay.
And so I think that the trick for this level is you need to do the like pros and cons and be like, where can I put Fred that he's in the most public eye? Or can I interrupt his vlogging so much that it is a John Cena vlog that he then uploads?
Okay. Here's Capcom designs this level. Capcom and Nickelodeon team up to design this level because it's going to be a paperwork game where you're getting Fred signed onto the newest hit sitcom as a guest star, and then you need to crash that while there's a bunch of people watching in the sitcom audience.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Why is Capcom signed on with Nickelodeon?
Because they did Ace Attorney, and that has some law paperwork stuff in it.
Sure. That tracks. Okay.
Dude, you gonna fact check me?
We can say for sure, by the way, that the Netflix level, when we get to that, that's not like a game, right? That's like that whole like Bandersnatch shit where like it's not really like a game and it's not really like a movie and it's something in between.
It's just confusing?
It's just like, oh, do you want to eat cereal or potato chips? And you say, man, I wish I was playing a real video game right now.
Just like for an hour, you're just like, man, this is a really weird pacing.
Yeah, it's like some who's the guy that did Beyond Two Souls? David Cage. It's like one of his fucking games.
Oh shit, I've never played Beyond Two Souls though.
That's okay, you don't need to.
Is it like Until Dawn but with John Cena?
It's like Until Dawn and it's like
one level.
Sorry, John Cena.
One level should be like Until Dawn and it's John Cena's family is the playable character, so you have
to fucking suplex a Wendigo.
You're on a family vacation in the mountains.
And a lot of the family can die if you don't suplex every Wendigo.
You have to suplex every Wendigo, but also like you have to set up cameras around your log cabin so the internet can see it.
Yeah, but if you too many cameras up, then your family's going to think that you're the murderer. Just like how the first half of that game made it seem like there was a murderer there the whole time.
What's a spoiler? I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like 3 years old.
Yeah, they are coming out in the new game, huh?
Yeah. So like if you put up too many cameras so that you can make sure that you're seen suplexing every single Wendigo, then all your family members are like, hey, I think John Cena is going to like murder every single one of us with a machete.
Oh wait, but you have to let the Wendigos get close enough so the family does know that he's actually the good guy.
Yeah.
Because if you defeat the Wendigos without your family seeing, they think you're just getting ready to murder the shit out of them.
But they can't be in the camera shots too much because then
they'll block John Cena's face.
Then it'll block John Cena's face.
Especially
it'll block John Cena Doo's face.
You especially don't want Fred to be in any of the videos because people will be like, "Oh, holy shit, Fred's in something."
That's right. Fred's gonna be in the Wendigo scene, isn't he?
This just in. You know what's? Hey, AJ, did you hear what's trending on YouTube right now? It's like number 1 on trending. Fred is getting mauled by, like, a Wendigo or something?
People can't stop talking about this new Fred, Nickelodeon, Capcom, WWE, EA, Ubisoft, Bethesda video game.
Featuring Netflix, Hulu, HBO, and Disney+. This is the most ad-friendly game of all time.
Oh, so many fucking ads, dude.
I think that's...
And again, people, when they log in, it's somewhere in there, we're getting into their Twitter, we're getting into their Instagram, and we're getting into their Facebook, and every time they finish a level, all of their social media is uploading photos of John Cena.
Hold on. You know what else?
What?
They have to sign into Twitch, because every time anybody logins to play, it just automatically starts its stream on Twitch. So you think it's bad when people, like, sign up, like, there's a new hot game and a bunch of Twitch streamers go out? Imagine every single person that's playing that fucking game is a streamer, is a Twitch streamer, and a Facebook streamer. If the server, you know what we do? If the Twitch streamers go down, it automatically starts streaming on Facebook, and if the Facebook stream goes down, it starts automatically streaming on YouTube. And if YouTube breaks, then the game can't play.
This game is going to go viral because it is coded and built on itself to go viral.
Dude, we broke the code.
Also, Netflix doesn't, like, market shit. Netflix, of all places, is gonna market this game.
AJ. We should write a book on, like...
What the fuck is this on?
We went to college to study, like, how to make a viral video, and nobody knew the answer, the concoction of chemicals and luck and planning.
It was runaway capitalism and John Cena.
You and I broke the fucking code on the most marketable game of all time.
Nickelodeon had it. It was John Cena and Fred the whole time. Those fucking idiots. How did they fuck up this cash cow?
They were busy focusing on the failed Nickelodeon hotel system. The early 2000s, the mid 2000s were not very kind to them. Okay. We need
They're
to come up
too
with
busy trying to think of another season for SpongeBob. We need a name for this game.
Fuck, we do need a name for this game. I think the most marketable game of all time, or the most ad-friendly game of all time.
I think that maybe we trick the audience and we name it just like a John Cena game.
No, I think we need to really... I want to go out of the gate. Our marketing campaign is the game. So we need to embrace that.
I think the first purchases need to think that it's just a John Cena game.
Why don't we call it marketing campaign?
Wait, John Cena marketing campaign. And it's spelled not like campaign, like campaign, like campaign, like camp, and then pain.
Oh shit, dude!
Yeah, yeah, that do something for you.
That's fucking
hell
awesome.
Yeah!
Holy shit, we ready to go to patch notes?
John Cena marketing campaign, and it's like written stylishly.
No, it's done in the WWE font because that's the final sponsor we need.
Log into your WWE account. We didn't know we had those.
Wait, one little addition, because it is a WWE game, you get live tweets from every wrestler that's from WWE.
Oh yeah, when it takes all of your socials, it follows every single professional wrestler for you.
It forwards you like all of their Twitter posts to the middle of your game, which are then
There's a live feed of the Twitter.
Which are then streaming on Twitch.
This game rocks. We're going to make millions. It's going to be everywhere. Even if only one person buys it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to patch notes if you are.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Patch Notes.
Where'd our fucking note go? We had like a piece of paper for patch notes.
It's right here.
Give me that. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Patch Notes. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you guys have any video games that you want to submit to us, you can submit it to us on Twitter at SpiritualSuck with 2 C's, at Gmail at spiritualsuccessorpodcast@gmail.com, or you can submit it on Reddit to the Old Cool Games Inc. Reddit.
And if you guys have any notes or just want to leave some kind words for us, please leave us a review on your podcast app of choice. Also, tune in every Friday where I make custom game art for every game that we make.
It's been incredible.
I like last week's. It was Terry Crews versus Guy Fieri on floats. And just in a huge-ass explosions going on behind
I love
them.
that art. I want to say that the song at the very beginning and the very end of our show is Cheap Shot by Anna Monoguchi, an excellent song from an excellent album from an excellent game.
And make sure to log into spiritualsuccessor.com to access this podcast episode. You need to give your Twitter, your Gmail, and your Reddit login information.
And if you do that, then you can play our game. It's a real game this time, we promise.
I am Blake Rhea.
And I'm AJ Hart.
And
these are cool games
that should not be made.